Hi, this is Heather with Affinity for Yarn, and today I want to show you the Harlequin Stitch. I saw the Harlequin Stitch in a couple of blankets that I've seen recently, and I really fell in love with it. And so I wanted to create a beautiful blanket for a friend of mine, a baby blanket, which is what you see here. And so I am going to walk you through that today. All right, before we get started on the actual stitch, just a couple things I want to call out. The first thing is that this stitch is a 4-row repeat, so we'll be doing repeating 4 rows. And then the other thing is for the foundation row, it's going to be in a multiple of 8 stitches, and then you add 1. For the foundation row. So in my example here, I have 25 stitches ready to go. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And what we're going to do is in the 5th chain from the hook, we're going to go ahead and we're going to work a 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. So let's count out the 5th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this chain right here, we're going to go 3 double crochets, a chain 1, and 3 double crochets. So let me get myself situated here. I'm just going to count out to make sure now I'm situated again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So yarn over and insert your hook into the 5th chain from hook. And then yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. We're going to do 2 more of those. Okay, that's 2. And then here's 3. Okay. And now we're going to chain 1, and now we're going to do 3 more double crochets. So let's go ahead and do that in the same stitch. So all this is done in the same stitch. 1, 2, and 3. So there should be a total of 6 stitches, 6 double crochets, and a chain 1 right here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and we're going to skip 3 chains, and I just want to call out, especially on this foundation row, the next stitch kind of hides because you're using so much space here. It kind of gets tightened a little bit, so make sure that you're counting right next, the stitch right next to where you just did your work here. Don't skip that one, or make sure to count that one, I should say, to skip it. So skip 1, skip 2, and skip 3. So we're skipping these 3 stitches. And in this next stitch here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a single crochet. All right, so just 1 single crochet. All right, so that is that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip 3 more chains. And then we're going to do that 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets in the next chain. So 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to do 3 double crochets again, a chain 1, and 3 more double crochets. So 1, this yarn splits a little bit here, 2, and there's 3, and now we're going to go ahead and chain 1, and now we're going to go ahead and do 3 more double crochets in here. So 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. All right, so that is your next one. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to continue on. We're going to go ahead and skip another 3 chains, and here's a perfect example. The stitch kind of gets lost here next to it, but make sure you count that one. So here's skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and now we're going to do a single crochet in this next chain here. So single crochet. Okay, we're going to continue on down the row here. We're going to go ahead and skip 3 more chains, and then we're going to do that 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet sequence. So 1, skip 2, skip 3, and then in this chain here, we're going to go ahead and do 3 more double crochets. 2, 3, and now we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to go ahead and do 3 more double crochets in that same stitch. So 1, I'm going to pull out some yarn here out of my Hang on just a minute. Okay, so that was 1. And see, and then here's 2. And then here's 3. Okay. All right, so that's how that's starting to look. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip 3 more chains, and we're to the end of the row, and we're going to do a single crochet. So skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and single crochet into that last chain there. All right, and that is the end of the first row. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn our work, and we're going to start on row 2. So to start on row 2, pull a little bit more yarn here. We're going to start it with a chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and skip the first single crochet, and then we're going to do a double crochet 3 together over the next 3 double crochets. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and skip this first stitch right here, this first one at the bottom here. So skip that one. We're going to double crochet these 3 chains together, or yeah, these 3 stitches together, I should say, not chains. We're not in the first row here. All right, so let's go ahead and do a double crochet 3 together. To do that, you're going to yarn over and insert your hook into that first stitch here, which is this one here. And you're going to have 3 loops on the hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through 2, and you're going to leave those other 2 loops on the hook. We're going to continue on and do the next stitch. So yarn over, and we're going to go ahead and insert our hook into the next stitch here. We're going to pull up a loop, and we're going to yarn over and pull through those 2. So now we have 3 loops on the hook. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to yarn over and insert our hook into the last stitch that we need to do here, and we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop, and now we're going to yarn over and pull through those first 2 here on the hook. So now you have 4 loops on the hook, and you're going to go ahead and yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on that hook, and that is a double crochet 3 together, and you'll see those 3 together. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and chain 7 stitches. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we have 7 chains we just did. Okay. All right, after the chain 7, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go and skip 1 chain here. And basically from the 3 double crochets, the 1 chain and the 3 double crochets from the row below, you're going to go ahead and you're going to skip that chain that we did in the middle here. So you'll see that right in the middle, it's a little bit bigger gap. So we're going to go ahead and skip that, and we're going to do a 6 double crochets together in the next ones. So skip this chain, and then go ahead and yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch, which is right on the side coming down here. And you pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. So you'll have 2 loops left. Now we're going to go yarn over and insert our hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops again. Now you'll have 3 loops on the hook. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do another double crochet together here with this stitch. So yarn over and insert your hook in the next stitch, and then pull up a loop, and then you're going to go ahead and yarn over and pull through 2. Oops. All right, so we have 4 on our hook. Now a little bit of a trick here is we're going to go ahead and in the middle of these double crochet 6 together, we're going to skip the single crochet that's in the center. So we're going to go ahead and skip this stitch right here. That's not going to be part of the double crochet together. Again, that's the stitch that was done in the first row when we did the single crochet. So we're going to skip right over that. So we're going to do our next double crochet together into this next stitch here. So yarn over and insert your hook into this stitch here. So we're climbing back up the other side. I think of it as up the next hill. Yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. So now you're going to have 5 loops on your hook. We're going to do 2 more yet. So yarn over and insert your hook into the next loop here. and then you got 2 loops again. You're going to yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. Okay, so now we have 6 stitches on there. I know we're filling it up. So now we're going to go ahead and do our last stitch or double crochet together in the sequence here. So we're going to insert our hook, and into this next stitch here, we're going to insert our hook, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through 2. So now you should have 7 loops still left on the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now you're going to go ahead and yarn over, and you're going to pull through all 7 of those loops, just like that. And it makes that right there. Cool. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to repeat the sequence. We're going to do a chain 7. So let's chain 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and remember we're going to skip 1 chain. And again, it's going to be the chain that was done in the middle from the 3 double crochets, 1 chain, 3 double crochets from the row below. So we're going to go ahead and skip this chain right here. That's the next in the sequence. Okay, it's got a little bit bigger gap. And we're going to go ahead and do our double crochet 6 together, starting in this next stitch here. So yarn over and insert your hook. Okay. And you're going to yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. So you'll have 2 on the hook. Yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch. Okay, you got 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through those 2 loops, making 3 left on the hook. And then again, yarn over and go into the next stitch here. And yarn over and pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and we got 4. Now we're in the middle of the sequence here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to skip that single crochet that was done from the row below. So go ahead and skip that, and now we're going to climb back up the hill here on the other side. So yarn over and insert your hook, and then yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, we got 2 more to do yet. Yarn over and insert your hook. Okay. Then yarn over and pull through 2. Okay. And then the last one up on top here, close to the top. And then yarn over. And again, there should be 7 loops on the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there is. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to yarn over and pull through all 7 loops on there. All right, making that right there. All right, so in my example here, we're getting to the end of the row. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to basically end with a double crochet 3 together here at the end. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and chain 7, just like we've been doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip that single crochet again, and that's in the middle here, or that chain 1, just like we've been doing. So right here, this gets skipped. And now we're going to go ahead and do 3 double crochets together on the end here. Okay, so insert, yarn over and insert your hook, and then yarn over and pull through 2. There should be 2 loops left. Yarn over and insert your hook. And then yarn over and pull through 2. And then one more time, yarn over and insert your hook. Okay, and then yarn over and pull through 2 here. Okay, and there'll be 4 loops left on the hook. And then you yarn over and pull through all 4 here. And now at the very end of the row, once you're all done, you're just going to do a double crochet in the top of the turning chain, or the last chain that you did from the row below. So in this stitch right here, you're going to go ahead and do a double crochet. And it does get a little bit tight, but it'll fit in there. Just takes a little maneuvering. Holy cow, yes. All right. All right, very good. So that is row 2 of the Harlequin stitch. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to row 3. All right, so we're going to turn our work. I'm going to pull a little bit of yarn out of my ball of yarn here, so I don't keep getting caught up. And now we're going to start with a chain 3 on this row as well. So let's go ahead and chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and now the next thing you want to do is you're going to go ahead and we're going to skip the first double crochet that is done here, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets in the top. So the first double crochet is this stitch here, and then in this next spot here, which is basically a hole that's formed when you do the double crochets together, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do 3 double crochets in there. Okay, so let me just talk through that again because I know it's a lot. So we're chaining 3. We're going to skip the first double crochet right here, which is right at the bottom here. And then in this space here, which is basically the hole that was created from doing the 3 double crochets together, we're going to do 3 double crochets in it. So yarn over and insert your hook. Okay. And then we're going to complete these double crochets in this one. We're not going to do them together like we did in the row below. So then we're just going to do 3 double crochets. That's 2. And then this is 3. All right, so that's that. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to do 1 single crochet. And to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to be doing the single crochet in the space, in the chain 1 space from 2 rows below. So we're basically going to be working in that space here. Just 1 second. All right. And to do that, what we're going to do is we're actually going to be enclosing in the chain 7 that we had done in the previous row. We're going to enclose that with this. So to do that, we're just going to go ahead and insert our hook into that space in the chain 1 space from 2 rows below, and we're going to basically just wrap it right around the chain 7 that we did, and you'll see it starts to pull the stitches a little bit tighter on the end in there. It kind of pulls them in, which is kind of cool, and you see it's kind of filled it in then. Okay, so that's that. Next step. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 double crochets, a chain 1 and 3 double crochets, and we're going to do it here in this stitch. And what that stitch is that's the top of when we did the 6 double crochets together. It's kind of the little hole that's made by doing all those stitches together. So let's go ahead and do that. So here's the first double crochet. Okay, 2 and 3, and now we're going to go ahead and chain 1, and now we're going to do 3 more double crochets in that same space here. So 1 and then 2 and 3. Okay. Very cool, and you can see it is taking the look of a pinwheel basically, which is really super cool. So it's coming together. Okay, next thing we need to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to do another single crochet again in that chain 1 space from 2 rows below, enclosing the 7 chains that we did from the previous row. So let's go ahead and insert our hook into that stitch. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and just single crochet it just like we normally do, and you'll see it kind of closes up and pulls that the stitch together, right? It looks like a big wheel basically, but it kind of closes it in and fills it in. So that's what's kind of cool when you can watch it take shape like that. So we're going to follow this along the row here. I have just a couple more left to do. So we're going to do a in the next 6 double crochet together space that we have here from the row below, we're going to do 3 double crochets, a chain 1 and 3 double crochets. So let's go ahead and find that little space there, and then insert your hook and do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to do 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you'll see we did another, we're finishing up another wheel here. And so you'll see we have another chain 7 here. So you guessed it, we're going to go ahead and enclose that by doing a single crochet in the stitch, in the chain 1 from 2 rows below. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're doing a chain 1, and you'll see it encloses the stitch. All right, and then to finish off the row 3, what you're going to be doing is, you'll see here we have the 3 double crochets from the row below that are together, and again the stitch is a little tight here, but you'll see that you can see all 3 stitches kind of pulled through. So in that double crochet 3 together stitch from the row below, we're going to do 3 double crochets into it. 1, and then 2, and 3. Okay. All right, so that is that stitch. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 double crochet in the top of the turning chain from the row below. So you'll see this is the turning chain right here. We're going to do a double crochet into this stitch right here. So go ahead and yarn over and insert your hook. And again, it's kind of a little tight, but it should fit. And then just complete the double crochet like normal. And you'll see that that is row 3. And I'm just going to add in here, if you are changing colors like I did in my blanket, you're going to, in this last double crochet we just did, that's where you're going to go ahead and change your colors if you need to do that. So throughout the pattern, when you're doing this, you're going to be changing your colors. If you do decide, you'll be changing them on rows 3 and 5, and that will complete one whole Harlequin stitch row, so that you can kind of keep them uniform. So rows 3 and 5 are where you'll be changing colors. Okay, so to continue on, we're going to go ahead and turn our work, and we're going to move on to row 4. I'm just pulling out more yarn here. Okay, now to do this one, you're going to go ahead and chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and skip that first double crochet right here, this first one. And we're going to do the double crochet 6 together, just like we did 2 rows prior. So we're going to start in this stitch here. So to do that, we're going to yarn over and insert our hook, and then go ahead and do the first half of a double crochet, basically is how I think of it, and leave the 1 loop on the hook, and then yarn over and insert your hook in the next stitch, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and you have 3 loops on the hook, and then yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and you'll have 4 loops on the hook. And now we're going to go ahead and skip the chain 1, or excuse me, the single crochet from the row below. So skip that space here. And then we're going to continue up the mountain on the other side. So we're going to yarn over and insert our hook to the next stitch, and yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and insert your hook, and then yarn over and pull through 2. And then yarn over and insert your hook into the last stitch, and then yarn over and pull through 2. And again, there should be 7 loops on the hook, just like I have here. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to yarn over and pull through all 6 of those on there, leaving the stitch just like that. And now what you'll be doing is chaining 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, just like from 2 rows below, which would be row 2. So rows 2 and 4 are similar, and rows 3 and 5 are similar. Just a little bit different counts at the beginning and the end, but in the middle they're very similar. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and skip the chain 1 from the row below. So I'm just going to kind of zoom in here. Again, there's a little bit of a gap to kind of call it out. We're going to skip that space, and we're going to do double crochet 6 together down this side and up this side here. So yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch here. Okay, and then yarn over and pull up a loop and keep one on. Then yarn over and insert into the next stitch. And then yarn over and pull through 2. Okay. And then yarn over and insert your hook. And then yarn over and pull through 2. And then we're going to skip the single crochet from the row below here, so skip that. And we're going to work our way up the hill here, so yarn over and insert your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and insert your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. And then yarn over and insert your hook. And then yarn over and pull through 2. All right, so now we got 7 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 7 of those loops here. All right, now we're going to go ahead and chain 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip the chain 1 space from the row below. So skip that one here. And we're going to go ahead and do double crochet 6 together again, down the one side and up the other side. So yarn over and insert your hook. And yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and insert your hook, and then yarn over and pull through 2, and then yarn over and insert your hook, and then yarn over and pull through 2, skipping the single crochet from the row below, work up the other side here, yarn over and insert your hook, okay, and then yarn over and insert your hook, yarn over and pull through 2, and last one, yarn over and insert your hook, and yarn over and pull through 2. And then we'll go ahead and yarn over and pull through all 7 loops on the hook. Okay. Okay, and then to finish off the row here, row 4, we're going to go ahead and do a single crochet in the top of the turning chain. So in this stitch right here, we're just going to go ahead and do a single crochet here. Okay. All right, and then that completes row 4 of the Harlequin stitch. All right, so now let's finish off with the last row here, which is row 5. We're going to go ahead and turn, and to begin row 5, we're going to chain 1. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and skip the first single crochet, which is the one we just did from the row below here, so skip that. And then in this space here where we did the 6 double crochets together, and you can see them, we're going to go ahead and do 3 double crochets, a chain 1, and 3 double crochets in that space. Okay, so yarn over and insert your hook and do, oh man, this is splitting. Okay. All right, there's 1, 2, and then here's 3, chain 1, and then we're going to do 3 more double crochets. So yarn over and insert your hook, and this is all in the same stitch, just like rows before. Okay. All right, and this should be the last one here. So this is number 3. Okay, so there's 3, and then a space, and then a 3. All right, and just like row 3, we're going to go ahead and single crochet in the chain 1 space from 2 rows below, enclosing that 7 chains together. So insert your hook and do a single crochet, and it kind of starts pulling this side of that together. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to find the next 6 double crochet together, the space there, which is this space right here. And we're going to do 3 double crochets, a chain 1, and 3 double crochets in that space. So here's 1, 2, 3, a chain 1, and then 3 more. I'm going to pull out some more yarn here. 1, and then 2, and 3. All right, so there's that. And now, just like we did, we're going to go ahead and find that chain 1 space 2 rows below right here, and go ahead and do a single crochet, enclosing that chain 7, just like that, and it kind of creates the wheel effect, or the pinwheel, I like to think of it as. All right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and find the next the 6 double crochets together, which is right here in that space, and we're going to do the same thing, 3 double crochets, a chain 1, and 3 double crochets. So there's 2, here's 3. Okay, now chain 1, and now 3 more double crochets. And we are almost complete with row 5. And it, like I said, it is easy once you get going on it, because rows 2 and 4 are similar, and rows 3 and 5 are very similar. It's just the beginning and the ends that kind of are a little bit different. All right, and then to finish off row 5, what you're going to want to do is you're going to do a single crochet in the first single crochet, or the first stitch of the chain 4 from the row below. So not in this one, but over on this side here to enclose it. So let's count back 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to do a single crochet in that first stitch here, and that's what's going to help give the side its shape here. And then that completes row 5. So that is it for the Harlequin stitch. Let me just kind of show it a little bit more. Like I said, it's a 4-row repeat. Your foundation row is a multiple of 8 plus 1. And yeah, and you can make it as big as you want. What's really cool is that it is reversible. It looks the same on both sides. So I really love that about it too. There's not a right side and wrong side. It looks beautiful no matter what side you're looking at, which I love. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment below or subscribe to my channel, as I'll be adding more tutorials. Thanks, and have an amazing day.